Been following the progression of videos for this month under our kind of leadership mini series on shared leadership, you might be thinking, okay, so I have the systems in place. I've done the deep thinking about who's making these decisions. I have the general framework. Great. Now I got a bunch of student feedback. I gave the climate survey. What do I do with that? How do I respond to the myriad of voices and ideas that students have presented us with? We just can't do all of them, right? How do we deal with that? That's what this video is going to be about. So we're going back to Lundy, Laura Lundy. Her research is awesome and she's really succinct and has a lot of really cool, short, quippy ways to think of things so you remember them in your brain. She has today, what we're looking at, the 4 F's of giving feedback and kind of following through on that decision-making process. So we'll go to our friends at the Student Voice because they summarize this nicely, and we'll look at the ideas here. The Student Voice page. And so this is a UK organization that works on safeguarding and really protecting children and using student voice and shared decision making in that process. So they summarize here Lundy's 4 F's. So this is the 4 F's feedback process. So when we're making, collective or shared decision making, or we are having consultations with children and young people. So here we go. Full, friendly, fast, followed up. So full just really means it is comprehensive. The response you give to students once they share their ideas with you is really outlining, like, here are the ideas that we took and are running with. We are accepting them. We're putting them into action. Here is what we just can't accept at this moment. And here's why. These are all of the reasons that this just won't work. Maybe right now, maybe ever, but we're going to share the reasons with you for saying no. We're not just going to say no and leave it at that. So it should also really let them know, and I love this, who is implementing their views and what's happening next. So what is the action plan? Not just like, yeah, we agree, we're running with it, but what's the action plan? Fold them in. Friendly. So it really needs to be in a format and a language they understand. And I think the idea of friendly, right, is that it's said with, warmth, with love, with care, right? So they're going to be, hearing some information, perhaps that their ideas weren't accepted and that they were actually given due weight. There's a reason they weren't accepted. We care for them. We want to continue hearing their ideas, right? And we say this all in a way that's like kind of jargon free, welcoming them in to the degree that it's age appropriate to all of the nuances of why a decision couldn't be made or whatever, but in a way that they can understand, right? We can speak normal human language. Okay, fast. Kids have a very short attention span. They have lived shorter lives so far than adults, right? They are moving on quick and they're growing up in an age of social media and all of the things that just grab their attention quick and then they move on. So we need to give them feedback quickly, as soon as possible. I love this idea. Okay, next, followed up. So not only are we telling them initially what's happening next right away, but like in a month, in a week, in whatever, however long, we need to provide ongoing feedback. Where is this idea in terms of action, right? What additional information have we collected about this idea? Where are we in the process? So again, we say, we're with you, we hear you, you're involved in this. We didn't just take your idea and make it. Linking to that page that we were just on in the description below. And I'm also adding my leadership playlist, which focuses on shared leadership and adaptive leadership and gives you tons of resources, podcast episodes, videos, and also some quick freebies and worksheets that will help you get moving on this for your organization. Have fun with it and let me know if you get stuck on anything.